Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so first things first, I haven't been doing my vlogs as often, and I probably am going to be doing them every couple of days from here on out. And here's why: because it's really difficult to talk about my feelings every day. While I find it really healing, it's really exhausting, and I run out of time in the day. But anyways, today I want to talk about how for me, as someone with bipolar disorder, how it feels to navigate any kind of relationship. For me, I'm going to relate it to my family. So if you've been watching my channel, you know I've been struggling with my family off and on. I think I've talked about it for a couple of years. There's been a lot of pain and just disagreements between us. But part of the problem is that they don't know who I am. And they don't know who I am because they know this person. So like, I was unmedicated for a majority of my life, right? So I didn't get on medication until about 4 years ago. So my family knows this person that was very weak and timid and didn't really say a lot, always never tried to make waves with anyone, was just kind of like trying to mask my own pain most of the time, because I was either severely depressed or, there was a brief period of time in my life where I was okay. I was going to college, I was having fun. But outside of that part of my life, I was dealing with trauma and pain most of the time, and either having a severe episode or coming back from a severe episode, which is always like a severe depression and humiliation and guilt. Like, you guys have seen it. Like, I mean, look at Kanye West, right? He is like in a severe manic episode right now. Like, we have to deal with consequences of our actions, even though it's not our fault, even though our brain isn't working properly. We have to deal with consequences of our actions, and so do our loved ones. Like, he stood on a stage and told the world that him and his wife were thinking about not having their daughter and were moments away from aborting her. And so she's going to grow up knowing that. And so when he comes out of it, he's going to be in so much pain and so much anguish just over that. So I never, had a platform of the whole world to speak to, but, I had meltdowns in front of family and friends and people that mattered. And because those are the only people that really matter, or those that are close to you. And, there's consequences to the way that I behaved. I don't remember a lot of it. And so I'm, having to recover from that. I'm having to rebuild relationships with my family. So I was a different person before I was medicated. Now that I'm medicated, now that I'm counseling, now that I'm talking about my feelings, now that I'm treating my illness, my family doesn't know who I am, because I'm barely figuring out who I am. Before, I was somebody who was sick 80% of the time, probably. And it makes it really hard, because I think one of the most painful thing with people who have bipolar disorder or any mental illness is that no one around you really understands it. And if you have a support system and a family that is willing to do research on it and look into it and support you and try and understand you, you are so lucky, because most people don't care. Most people think, oh, they have this illness, they'll take a pill, they'll get better. But for me, I feel as though my family holds all this resentment towards me because of the things that I did in the episode. And I had counseling yesterday, and I completely got upset because I feel like they know someone that was depressed and sad and angry and mean to them all melded into this one sliver of the real person that I actually am. And I don't think that I think they have no knowledge of truly what it means to be bipolar. I don't think that they have any real knowledge of what a manic episode really, how it works, or how it changes your thought process in your mind, and how it confuses you and you say things that don't make sense at all. They don't understand that at all. So they think I'm someone that I don't want to be identified with. So it's very difficult for me to have a relationship with them, especially because they're the kind of people that don't want to talk about feelings and don't want to resolve issues. And I've experienced a lot of pain because they shut me out when I had a severe episode when I was in the hospital and they didn't come visit me. That's like one of the biggest things that, if you haven't been watching my channel, I was completely run over by a car. I was in ICU for 4 days, and my parents were a 6-hour drive away, and they didn't come to see me to make sure that I was going to be okay. And their excuse was that my injuries weren't life-threatening. So, and I complain about this all the time, just to warn you. But yeah, that's the gist of it. I don't feel like I can have a real relationship with them because I feel like I'm someone that they hate, and it makes me feel bad about myself. I feel like I'm someone that they resent. They resent having a daughter with a disease like this. They resent having to deal with so much difficulty with me growing up. And it makes me feel bad. So I haven't been talking to them, and I'm an adult. I mean, I can't even imagine how it must be for a teenager to deal with their parents. Because I feel like the parents, like, while they blame themselves, they also, they blame you. I feel like I get blamed for something that I had no control over. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you guys had a good day. I hope to see you tomorrow. I think that's all. Yes. Bye.